Welcome to Hope Channel Ghana. My name is Nana Akusia Boachi and this is Hope Adventist News. Headlines for this week. Adventist Agriculture Association meets with leadership of Southern Ghana Union Conference. Inauguration of Northern Ghana Union Conference of Adventist Men Ministries. Mid-South Ghana Conference celebrates its 10th anniversary. West Central Ghana Conference commission new office. Details of these stories and others will be brought to you after this break. Now to begin with, on Wednesday, 9th November 2022, the Adventist Agriculture Association of Ghana paid a courtesy call on the leadership of the Southern Ghana Union Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church at the headquarters in Accra. The purpose of the meeting is to formally introduce and communicate the association's goal and vision. The Adventist Agriculture Association (ADAGRA) is a non-profitable organization made up of like-minded individuals who feel convicted by God not only to return, but will also teach others how they can return to agricultural lifestyle. The association has so far existed in Ghana for the past 5 years. Present at the meeting was the national former president, Pastor Timothy Darren Greenfield, the national organizer for ADAGRA, Mr. Eric Atakra, some board members of ADAGRA. The president of the Southern Ghana Union Conference, Pastor Thomas Tichi Okran, also graced the meeting. ADAGRA's vision is to bring God's counsel to everyone desiring an agricultural lifestyle and to provide support and encouragement and teach them scientific methods in line with the guidance God has provided. The numerous conferences and training sessions that ADAGRA has held annually, according to Pastor Timothy Darren Greenfield, the national past president of ADAGRA in Ghana, have so far helped a great deal of people. In an interview, Mr. Takra discussed ADAGRA's key objectives and stated that one of its missions is to encourage Adventists to start farming, which will not only enhance their standard of living, but will also better prepare them for the crisis ahead.
And I'm the national organizer for ADAGRA Ghana. ADAGRA Ghana has been in the system for 5 years now. And our main focus is to encourage Adventists to enter into farming. One, as a means to improve their livelihood. Two, as a means to prepare us for the final crisis ahead of us. We know as Adventists, soon and very soon, we are getting there. We are getting to a time where it will be very difficult for us to buy or sell. And this is the time we need to produce for ourselves. So yes, we are helping people to produce, to improve their life. We are also helping members to develop themselves to prepare for the future ahead of us. And for the past 5 years, we've trained over 480 Adventists, youth, women, and then pastors as well. We give training in beekeeping, we give training in aquaponics, we give training in vegetable farming, we give training in cash crop as well. Not only that, because we also want to encourage people into farming, we also help them to, we provide them with marketing links and then networking links as possible. We can gladly say that so far through our trainings, we can count that we have about 30 youths that are now gainfully employed through agribusiness. Some are now into beekeeping, some are now into greenhouse farming, some are also into organic vegetable production.
The Mid-South Ghana Conference of the Adventist Church celebrated its 10th anniversary on November 5th, 2022 at Victoria Park in Cape Coast after a decade of spreading the gospel of God's news to the people of the Central region. The Mid-South Ghana Conference is part of the Southern Ghana Union Conference. It was organized in 2015 and reorganized, and its territory divided in 2017. Mid-South Ghana Conference covers the section of the central region of the Republic of Ghana, including Upper Dintro District in the north, Trifohima Lower Dintro District in the west, Asinfosu District in the east, and Infantiman District, Commander Edina Ikuafo District, and Cape Coast Metropolis in the south. Gracing the occasion were presidents, executives, officers, reps from the various conferences, and dignitaries. Speaking on the theme for the celebration, rebranding Mid-South Ghana Conference for Effective Ministry, Pastor Thomas Tichiokwan, president of the Southern Ghana Union Conference, urged the conference attendees to follow God's directions and to rest assured that victory will be theirs during his sermon.
Hallelujah. China, Africa, onam hondu ma COVID-19 be no. In the beautiful ina one za brass ma ho to biaba. One ze mo sa wasana ba bion. Amenzi hun na bra war famin. Ye hu bi bra COVID-19 ba hanezedo. Ijare show America for one fire service when you know from no what you should do mija. What to me aeroplane na wiem no what tonsu igujado. Still ijare show mia want to mundum. Ebe ntuyen. Na so abagana chaka mana ato. Kama na ashwasa. Nyame na aduminti na yetedamra yeti. Yanka ne ni hira. Yan bodiro nkrokor. Na yanfa honda asema nyame. Na yenhia bribi wo me de. Sadam na nyame peda onye nantu no obo he no hira na. Ye ne ba nantu na enyim so ya yenkuim zefo.
The history of the church was performed by the Dunkwa Drama Group of the conference.
Children Ministry, Pastor Isaac Boateng, Stewardship and Strategic Planning.
Conference no shere Osofu Penny Solomon Kusi Echampo. What I feel in Pinuni doing Sianim. Erade and Fanny cry and say, I feel in Pinuni do watching so. What power I can live for one day na edit this way. Pastor John Yaudazi, President. Pastor Isaac Otin Asari, Executive Secretary. Elder Isaac Anowo, Treasurer. Pastor Garnet Owusu Ansa, Ministerial Association, Secretary.
Speaking to the audience, Bishop Annan of the Cape Coast Methodist Church expressed his satisfaction with the church's continued expansion.
Into the Rajas, the Mid-South Ghana Conference. Yetum na yedi mfishedu na oken ye membership na chede mfishedu yedi kwa yeko yin papa man so my associate me ho with Adventist me mate kra me ni am for program Pastor Isaac Donko oya me yonko papa won kran when I was in Accra programs bia maba nti abra Pastor Otin order invitation bram na me ka do there maba nti me sha tare nso me do awose me ho ayefe. Nti medinchia efi Methodist Church Cape Coast Diocese medebrehum na mijina ho nso as chairman for the Central Regional Local Council of Churches nti mede won nso wonchia medebrehum na yede radiasi de nyina ye ka bom na ye Christ adwuman. Let me single out Pastor Otin Asare. Ecumenical programs aye nyina wonyi SDA fun kra during the COVID time strategies aye fai aye bohwe ya boye ho ban nyina Pastor Otin na oka ho bi Bible Society of Ghana ohokro ye panyin wo ho chen me enti SDA we thank you very much that together we are building Christ Church.
The DC of Abra Asibu Kwaman Kase, Mr. Williams Evans Obriewa, said during his presentation that the Adventist Church is well known for its life-changing songs that do contain the word of God on behalf of Honorable Maurice Donko, the MP for Abra Asibu Kwaman Kase, and Mr. Solomon Ebo Apia, DCE of KAE. The church should continue doing good deeds by changing lives via music, they stressed.
yes mano MP sumano na DC na nso sumano ho tike bibi chire
yo pass of me pray papa no aso for asafo ma Christ nti o say ya de hye you anapawi me ba ya na me gima ma honorable member of parliament wa abra asebu kwamankese eye masoreba honorable Morris Elvis Donko bibinti went to me ama enti aso me say memra na memejan na namu na yumedi biara mudi no memwa mo wondi na okamo ho wo sunsumu ena honamu mpanyifo minim eziefo no na enye won nwomto minim okrapo no na enye won nwomto se ye hwe ezie won nwomto ensema wom lyrics any parts no senia wo blending no fa na utubu se sunsum ho adwuma na woreye enti na me kan se won koso na ma won twe won ho mfi won nwomto mu na nwomto esekra nipa ebetu aka nyamsem no nanso wopon na wokoro bi se de na woka ho a anhwe a ye ntumi nkan se ma wokan no na mom se woto nwom a anye dan one line be the ebetuma kai
Christ inti and ewiabre oye benije de maba ezi aswa mekai de na moko GSCS na ekota krade pa grand runabout inti Saturday na mayon kofunya we eziefo. That is the time now me started me a personal encounter with Dr. Andrew L. Ewu. Now, interesting, my best friend was US. Oh yeah, SJD. They be the baby and I'm also my busy. Then Ramunia Obri Okaido. SJD. Ye nyumukra na one anyumoto na anyum no sunsum wom anyum no aka akoma anyum no po oma enipa sacha ensi yan na yentum kan Bible bebre no yete anyum na na ya asasa.
The youth of the conference participated in several marching drills as part of the event. Citation of honor were awarded to individuals who have contributed immensely towards the conference. Funds were raised in aid of a specialist hospital for the conference. The Emmanuel Blinklow Seventh-day Adventist Church of the Ashanti South Ghana Conference in the Bekwai municipality held a special Sabbath to climax its 25th anniversary celebration. The event, which drew together past and present members of the church, was under the theme celebrating 25 years of God's transformation grace and soul winning. As part of the celebration, there were a series of activities such as cleanup exercise, health walk, prayer night, music night, and a derby with soul chiefs, political leaders, and the clergy. Speaking on the history of the church, Elder Samson Ofori, the first elder of the church, narrated that the church adopted the name Emmanuel Blinklow from their partnership with the Blinklow Adventist Church, United States of America, through Pastor Dr. Matthew Agube-Diakon, the former General Conference Executive Secretary and General Vice President.
Meka founders ya a free central church eba nyamiduase a na efe Blinklow Church no ehun. Na onyame hihye mu sene nyamsem kan hihye tie no na esesa sori adoso e okrom tine se nyina ya dwene ho na ya timu ti ase ne ya adwuma no se 1997 October 11 no enhye bai ma ya timu bai enti enene mfie edununuma ye hyefan dia se nyakopon anumunyam ye nuanom a mo Maryland America abrichimemu ebeboaye ewo ya sori dan esiemu mo boy papa na mpasa bedi akonso eme bedi akon former executive secretary general conference of SDA ɛna nam no so na mpatamponse agya wɔnyɛ no baabi kɔ so ɛbɛboa yɛn na sesei asɔ no adɔɔso mpanimfoɔ ne mmɔfra yɛka bɔ mu a yɛkɔ bɛsɛ ahenum anaa 500 ɛti hyehyɛeɛ a ɛwɔ ne sɛ yɛsi ɛdan na yɛde amammɔfra no nso asua mu adeɛ na afei amanyamsɛm ne nyame adwuma atumi akɔ so yɛno na ɛkeka yɛti bɔ mu no yɛ sɛ yɛbɛhyɛ fɛn na afei botaeɛ de to soro no sɛ church project in aid of children block nti ne ato nsa frɛ nananom MP ɔsɛ usu fɛ the speaker of parliament afei yɛn conference ne yɛ union yɛasɔfoɔ mpanimfoɔ ne yɛ district mu asanso hene bɛkɔ ahene ne nananom ne mpanimfoɔ pii na wɔn nyinaa bɛtaa yɛkyi sɛ yɛbɛtumi ahyɛ pa na yɛdu botaeɛ ho na yɛtumi de saa dan no asi hɔ ahyɛ nyame animuonyam ne yɛde ama yɛn mmɔfra no nso na wɔtena mu asua nyankopɔn ho nimdeɛ.
Augustine Edujemfi, the executive secretary of the Ashanti South Ghana Conference, observed that the Brinklow Church has impacted not only the conference but the local community as well.
Emmanuel Brinklow SD Church was celebrating the 25th anniversary from its establishment. Thimwa na eda sa silver jubilee as we say, celebrating 25 years of God's transforming grace and soul winning. If you share the unimini, kakan kakra kwa nyankopon faso asesa yen ne ahodo de ama yen e wa kraje mu no ene de ye afahye edai e wa sori mfihia aduonu numu a adue.
The district pastor, who also doubles as the stewardship director for the conference, Pastor Frank Dua, echoed the social transformational work being done by the church. According to Pastor Frank, the church is planning to build a center of influence to boost the transformation of the youth in the society.
As of one onti ishia wa hano Emmanuel Brinklow SDA Church. Senior obeto ye no 25 years of God's demonstrative love. Unyame dokesia we na di achre ene transformation ahodo a aba nipa bebrem no ene ne eya dance die ne yedi da nyame ase ade ba ko a ewa asafo no ne se asafo no ewo missionary spirit na openyame samka titru ye mpatam a asafo no si no ebe bia mabunu no onsuban no ha adwene kakra unyame de ya aba no ye nim se wo ma ye adwuma bi a esese ye nso yetumi ye na ye gi akra eno nti sa adwuma nyame de ahye yensa no. On
his part, Pastor Dr. M.A. Bediako, the former General Conference Secretary, a native of the area and a special guest of the function, advised Adventists to hold fast their faith in the second coming of Christ. Pastor Bediako tasked the leadership and members of the church to work for the Lord in these end times.
The coming of Jesus Christ, signs. Na yindi, and one more answer yamekra, one more car Bible cry who say ampa biba. Then I'm a catcher memenda for. Never catcher memenda for and say, and yamre a bear ding, the yame tayachi. And yamre. Nancy Yameta, she. Yenya Botaya BC, dear so. Namdia Botaya is many so America, and dear Mamma for and say, yes, so Quacus, yes, baby, am I. No Quanocus, yes, baby, Obeba, Robert Fire call near Oho. Mempe baby, Asamaco, near Dubai, near America, England, baby, and Pesamaco, and the baby I yesu. Mama ye eno enye ni daso kase se ye pe yesu nchen akọ me nyame ehran eno na se ye sikite se ye mpe bibia se ye benya yesu nchen na akotrada. Amen.
Funds were raised to support the building of a center of influence for the youth. The outstanding and committed past and present leaders were honored with tags and medals. The day was climaxed with an award of citation to the former General Conference Executive Secretary, Pastor Dr. M.A. Bediako.
Say, see, I saw that. Matrasoma, Atraso, na war, na dinkunim, na Mamadano, and Nampai. Yamin.
Moving on Saturday, October 29, 2022, saw the commissioning of the first phase of the West Central Ghana Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church at New Takwa. The primary objective of the multipurpose office is to increase the conference's capacity for regular evangelism. The newly constructed conference office was consecrated and dedicated to the Lord under the leadership of Pastor Emmanuel Kobna Jr., the conference president of the West Central Ghana Conference. 11 officers for the various departments make up the structure. Pastors were urged by Dr. Emmanuel Kobna Jr. to utilize the office as a platform to share the message of the three angels with members of the conference. Mrs. Grace Kofi, an executive of one of the districts, said new office will affect both Adventists and non-Adventists in the neighborhood.
Conference in Brehe, Obo mentions a young crowa, which you share Safuni Bini Hono, a Benya one was in a Tumako, a Kaya de Meg Menina, in Paso Funa, Ewahan, or Sana was like a Kraben in Seno, or Botuma, one was way and Kakaka as a one crow which a share in Mamma Fatsi, a Quangafuyan Cran, some papa, which she bet the Braboy pays a dash, or one away to young way sharing in a or one run out, Yajma who in Aramu, you bet da Christo Subanese. One the one who Christo we hinuma we hundampa asafa only razno days wo na se de hunyina akamade wonya was home ebe kan ho ebe boa da chenye bogda ho na ya twan ye ne raza onche bia obaba ba fa nyina akọ obrasari a ne do aya ha ona titi ye kowie ewo za ewie ya onsa eda.
Elder Gideon Mensah, the conference treasurer, appealed for support to complete the final phase of the multipurpose building.
We are also appealing. We are not limiting the appeal to only church members. We want to entreat each and every one to help us complete this project in the next 5 years or 6 years to come. So we are entreating everyone to show love to West Central Ghana Conference.
The Adventist Men Ministries in the Northern Ghana Union Conference was launched on November 5, 2022 at Bantima State Boys Park for the inauguration. More than 3,000 men from all throughout the union assembled. The purpose of this inauguration is to unite all of the union's Adventist men in support of the gospel mission. The Adventist Men's Ministry is an international attempt to bring men to God. The ministry concentrates on the males to better define and minister to the specific needs of the gender. During his presentation, Director of AMM of the Union, Pastor Paul Dakwa, said, though the men are working, there's more to be done. Hence, there is the need to come together and with their collective effort, help in the propagation of the gospel in any way possible.
You 5 radio stations. Conference Ibia befa 1 powerful FM station. Information centers in the bebrebe. Nani ya beya ne se. Sabusumi bia ye betimi akoso ba ako a. Anase mienu anase miensa. Eya memenda kwanhwefo asafu yi. Ne ye nyina so a ye doctrines. Enno ene ye pese ye de ekọ radio so. Ye boa north. Ye better motorbikes. Ye better bicycles. If possible, ye better car and kasa. Edi ama 3 missions a ye wo e wo north ni nyina. Akwanhwefo mema ye wo union pese ye fatu ye so. Na ye boa canopies ahodo pavilions. Na fe ye san boa bobo asonda so sisi mission houses e ka ho. Sa ne ma nan ya maboswe. Any swadihuno akese nan a enu dwa a edi nkan na yabono endei.
The Adventist Men Ministries going forward has for its aim to help complete some uncompleted Adventist church buildings. They also want to employ some pastors who have completed school yet haven't been posted to any church for some financial constraints of the union and the conferences. Another thing they want to do is to help buy motorbikes to the pastors at the 3 northern regions and to areas with the 10 or 14 window regions. The men were charged by the Northern Ghana Union Executive Secretary, Pastor Anoboahim, to strive hard to achieve the aim of the ministry.
Na domunti yedi ekoyi esi ho ne dai an munyam ka yesu yakopon tiasefo no ba ono ye agenkwa afen so ye kanfo hon kronkron adwuma ye ono na oma ye nkwa ene han.
The Union Treasurer, Pastor Dixon Osafumafo, during his sermon also admonished the men to help in the rebuilding of God's church. The chairman of the Northern Ghana Union Conference, AMM, Elder Isaac Opoku, Pastor Che Bafo Jr., the M Director for the Mid-Central Ghana Conference, and a member of the 24 elders, Mr. Ikuya Mwabwaten, shared their thoughts about the program.
Other as today they decided and Swadi Hunu way by saying inauguration.
The idea is Swadi Hunu can say we buy and say Hunu say, Mama ye or more tired and offering. Area near bar for the area nasa. Nancy Hunu said you may say the anymore. And check Christo yes or Bessan Babu. Enti and yam some car a face to your war message. 24 fundamental beliefs, 28 fundamental beliefs. No, as I say a pie moment, you as a cafe, you are so for baby or my theology, and so. Yem fa omo adwuma afeso ye hwe ye northern fold na aho kire kakra ho eno nti na ye ye nyina kabo mu executives ne kabo mu say ye nyina ye ba one umbrella ne apes photo bi a ebetimi aboa amasa blueprint yetimi execute oh ye wo 3 northern fold no say tamale bolega wa ena afenso ye ba asantemam ha ene Greenview Midwest Mid North no more your pavilions bebre ho a omo atimi aye but obehwemu a na esobokra ye moy wako kanyam sama fra obi free other congregation no edinaba oba ye no nya bebe pantna in fact obesan akọ eno nti eno na ma ye kan ya adwene nyina abo mu se enye enipa ba ko bi na emo enipa kuo bebrebe a ye betimi abo omo na Kristo Yesu adwuma no akontem no ne banso ayentem.
All right, other da say bebre
ebre di kan ya union mu nyina mema te say ahia ni ebra ye hia ya ne ye contemplate say ye nko ne say e na akoyie no ye nyina ye kwa adwen benkro mu say ye ma be ma bia amra ye ka say be ma bia amra no e na ma ye hunu de ye hunu ye sanke yi mema 99999 from the churches and ka be shoko say ka ha be dampan say ye mema no asore no yeso na gina nanso say ye boa ye ho ano aye bibi no ya na akoye den nti union panimfo no ehunu se etwa se ye nyina binum frisrem balganum nyina ebabi ye nyina ye mehia na at least for the first time in the Northern Ghana Union Conference mu no ye create impression say one mema no ye nyina ye one two ye consolidate ye sikasem nyina ye nke sikasem nyina emom na I will go mantra no ye nyina nso ye mfa ye hunyim ye hu niema mpanimfo abobo so ayepese ye and I'm very very much impressed with this meeting no the way asiakono me personally many age ho pa me gidi say we have achieved our purpose for calling the men to come around.
Still to come in this bulletin, Nabras reached out to Jogbe Feme residents. We are so Central Church honors its elders. Miss South Ghana Conference Young Women donates to society. We go for a quick break. We'll be back with the rest of the stories. Welcome back from the break. The Women's Ministries Department of the Southern Ghana Union Conference of the Seventh-day Adventist Church in collaboration with the Network Branch Sabbath School Study Group, NABRAS has organized a community outreach for residents of Jogbe Feme, a farming community in Ho, West District of the Volta region. The outreach is a part of NABRAS activities to reach every community with practical gospel of Jesus Christ, with support from Atwell Ghanaian Adventist Church in Canada and First Ghana Adventist Church in New York. Welcoming the team to the Volta region, the president of Volta Ghana Mission, Pastor Stephen Yao Agbuado, thanked the team for choosing Dogbemefe for this important outreach program. He pledged his full support for this and other outreach program by the NABRAS team in the Volta region. He advised the community members to eat more natural foods in order to remain healthy and strong. Delivering the sermon, Mrs. Ojinin Boatin, the Southern Ghana Union Conference Women's and Children Ministries Director, advised all to think about the kingdom of God first before anything else, because that's the only thing that can give them total happiness.
Onyame pe no ono no oye onyame ba enti ye na ye hia ha no why ena ye ne onyame pe ne oye onyame pe no oye Israel ni ne onye ne onyame pe no oye Philistine na ne oye ne onyame pe na oye ne Israel ni no onyame se oye na nikosia enti se oye ne onyame pe a onyame hwa wa kwan nyina so.
Items such as toiletries, clothing, footwear, soap and assorted food were distributed to the committee members after church service. Unspecified cash amount was donated to 5 identified widows from the church in Ho, Savia Fair and Aflao. The cash donation was to support the women start a business of their own. The cash donation to the widows was sponsored by the Central Zone Adventist Women Ministry. The elders of the church are known to play vital roles, including being the spiritual leaders, nurturing church members for Jesus Christ, assisting pastors in their pastoral responsibilities, and raising families for the kingdom of God. In view of this, the district pastor and the administration of the Central Church at Riaso in the Western North Ghana Conference held Elders Appreciation Day to honor its local elders for their massive efforts exhibited in their service. "17 past and present dedicated elders of the church were honored with items like citations, branded t-shirts, which they wore during the service, marks and others from the church, and other presentable packages from individual church members." In his sermon, the district pastor, Pastor Michael Amankwa, advised the house on the theme, "Honor Your Leaders." He emphasized on some good characteristics exhibited by elders who deserve appreciation.
Or try to face responsibility. Loyalty or your being smart or not default to the brand. A friend, Sani Papa, will be a sorry or your consistent. Just a message so come. Oh, such an elder or one of community and home or brand a mercy to the ground. A friend, people who say at the end or year on one casa or pretending to be someone else. A very who said, I'm back.
As part of the day's activities, the elders, together with the church, had a feast to end the occasion. Speaking to Hope Adventist News, Pastor Michael Amankwa, the district pastor, shared the reason behind the just-ended organized program and its impact.
And now, Elders Appreciation Day was also Central Church. You heard Empenyon Fono Suma was na bra nem penten kwa wateno yɛyɛ adeɛ ketewa yi de abɔ aba so na ahyɛ wɔn kunan na wahu sɛ wankatua no wɔ soro asase nso nipa ahu wɔn no nyame nso ɛhyɛ wɔn so na afei aboa ma afoforɔ nso a afei a ɔnso asɔ mantle no mu no ɔmo nso ɛde akoma pa ne ahofama pa ayɛ adwuma no aboa ama awurade asafo no ayɛ kɛseɛ na n'ahenni no mu nso emu abae.
Elder Vincent Mensah also expressed his gratitude on behalf of his fellow elders to the church and its committee for honoring them.
Mejina elders and the elders mako do so yɛbɔ yɛaba so megye wɔn nyinaa ne mother church na se hyehyɛ pa wayɛ ama yɛn na yɛn mpanimfoɔ nso ɛna wakyerɛ w'ani so ɛwɔ saa daa yi mu ɔsɔfoɔ Michael Mankwa nso ne ne mpanimfoɔ committee members sɛ wadwene yɛn ho na adwuma a Awurade nam yɛn so ɛyɛ yi yɛn nso ama nnɛ yɛhunu sɛ ampa sɛ wɔdwene yɛn ho minim sɛ adwuma no ɛnɛ ɛma awieɛ yɛgu so ɛyɛ adwuma no yame du mu opie na num yam a bra ye bre nyina no mema ye bre so enye kwada ya mehwe ye nyina safoma obia oyi bi bo a ye madwumadie koso erade nhira mu nyina wo Yesu de mu nti amen.
In honor of this year's Young Women's Day, the Miss Central Ghana Conference of the Young Women on November 5th and 6th, 2022 donated to the societies in their respective selected towns and villages. At Bremen, the women were trained in the various vocations such as soap making, making of natural drinks, etc. At Macro District, they joined Ofinso District to donate to the people of Ayin Suanu. Climaxing the day, the young women put their skills to test on how to cook some of the continental dishes in a food cooking competition at Impatasi Church. Speaking to Hope Adventist News, Mrs. Veronica Nkansa Sapon, the Women and Children Ministries Director for Miss Central Ghana Conference, gave the reason of giving back to the society.
Young Ladies Day na ayasonko churches in nad won who shame na dia chia no so ma ye niam jumedi awudo bebre ye mutaye pa ni say we are giving back to the community the macro any offense so account bo makwa donation e wo bonsia sa jumedi ni dia akoso wo heman eno achi no bre mind district so o ma ye skill training e dia chia maya no nsan juma advantage so a size books are mass schools around the and a climacy programming now with food competition. I want Patasi Church, I want Marco District. Yeah, what I say, I feel if you are making disciples, the idea is that we'll give back to the community. Send an yes, but the way here, dear Mama, no, I feel say to make yes, sir, I disobey shy and I do make them now.
Some of the coordinators like Shepherdess Mariam Ponsabwaten, Mrs. Vivian Kusi and Mrs. Rebecca Mponsa also shared their experience.
And the Young Women's Day, and then so the community service. Now community service no districts and 9 yaka yahuabo as a sector. Yake wabom si baba the games. Near screening. Now, friends, we are the near mark of Pronuma Papa Cochiche, Ediama, Promafre, at Chelsea District, Microbia, a friend of mine, and all Anna, the chief who said, Rebecca Apa, yes, I know.
Bremen District, Muma, and I share what I say, and I am afraid. Now, yes, you be Aka in San Jumaho. Yes, you are Palazzo, liquid soap, Puma Dada, shower gel, and after wash. Say, I must all mine more than. It's a year be a bapua, a bapua, my and a bushia, apostle. Now, pay bet me, I be so my young son, near the Aquarian, you might draw any displays to us. A friend of my member and somewhat in Marco District of Mary. Diana Yesia Hano, a Marco, young women, Marco District, young women, Yabishia, and then Yaya competition. Macro churches 4 and woman in Ibishia, competition. Yes, I say a competition, theatre, Safre, and Mukudama, Mubana from Abraham Jumejino, every pay or Madame Selena. Asiel, and I pay a warrior in some bank, some other street pastor, elsewhere. Yeah, conference in Munina, so you penny our dialogue and ma ɔno nso ɛwɔ ha sɛ yɛn district mpanyinfoɔ nso ɛtata yɛkyi afi bi a yɛyɛ last year yɛyɛ local district this year yɛ continental district a yɛhyia sɛ bɛyɛ a mmaa no ɛbɛku aduane no yie na ɔmo mfa nnuane nnuro a ɔmo de egu nnuane mu yɛka ne sɛ spices no emu nnuane ɛnkɔfa yareɛ biara ɛmbrɛ.
The Adventist Men Ministries leadership of the Odan North and Nsawam West districts of the Seventh-day Adventist Church of the Diamond Field Ghana Conference has donated assorted items worth about 3,000 Ghana cedis to the Nsawam medium security prisons. Pastor Ebenezer Osubroni, the Odan North and East District Pastor, made the presentation at a ceremony at the premises of the prison. Pastor Subroni said the gesture forms part of the church's corporate and social responsibility to reach out to the unfortunate brothers and sisters who for one reason or the other had found themselves undergoing reformation in the correctional institution.
Na emra yen ye didie no yebetime ma won be di eni ti se na tresem no ma yeti ase Matthew chapter 25 verse 31 ekro no nyamesum pa ene se ye nuanom ma kom de wom yebema won aduane adi won asu kom de wom yebema mo ensuo ede anom won a the friend saying womo aya hoho yebetimi ehunu wo mobo na yede wom akofie akohwe wom na mpo ye nuanom ma yare yebetimi akohwe won hostels na ye nuanom so a ewo ne de fie enso so yebetimi akwakohwe won na ye won doye enne se me no mie no ye nya aduane ne ye di a ye nka ye nuanom se ehwe oha ne amane a ye nuanom ewo ne de fie ekum na ye didi enum emme eda eye bibia se na ese na fata ye ndi a na twa se ye twa ye ni na ekohwe ye nuanom ewo ne de fie enye won nyina na ye bone na omoda ho bebre wo ho bibi nti na wakoda ho the same thing say na me no mie no ye wasundwe dia ni ye nuanom ewo ne de fie nso ese yetimi ko won chen na ye won adoye na oha bia wo mo no ye ne wo mo eche.
Mr. Mate, Chief Officer of the prison, receiving the items on behalf of the prison service, thanked the church for taking the plight of the inmates to heart to donate such items. He promised that they would be used for the purpose for which they were donated.
Regional Commander, officers, men and women, all the inmates, we say a very big thank you to SDA Church for giving us this donation. You know, this donation will go a long way to help us function as and take care of our children. We say thank you very much once again.
That is all in this edition, but before we go, let's take another look at our headlines. Adventist Agriculture Association meets with leadership of Southern Ghana Union Conference. Mid-South Ghana Conference celebrates a 5th anniversary. Inauguration of Northern Ghana Union Conference of the Adventist Men Ministries, where Central Ghana Conference commissions new office. Remember, you can reach us through our WhatsApp line 0559-680066 or through our email at hopetvghana@gmail.com. Keep watching Hope Adventist News on Hope Channel Ghana. Stay safe and stay tuned for the rest of our programs.